Okay, I'm gonna call this meeting to order and pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry. Okay, thank you. Hey, Tracy, can we do roll call, please?
Johnson Phillips,
Here.
Wayne Schmidt,
Here.
Jamie Kramer,
Here.
Joe Underwood,
Here.
Scott, is it Seaford,
It is, and I'm here.
Brett Jewett,
Here.
and Richard Cochran.
All right, first, can we do, Scott, we're gonna have you do the oath of office, please?
Sure. I, Scott Sweetford, do solemnly swear. Oh, sorry, you want me to put a hand up? No, all right.
Let me consult with myself. You can do that?
Both hands up.
Oh, sorry. I just. You just give up? I just give up. My apologies. I, Scott Sweetford, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully, truly, impartially, and honestly, to the best of my judgment, skill, and ability, execute and perform the duties required of me as a member of the Bay Area Transportation Authority Board of Directors.
Let's see, Tracy, first public comment?
Any interested party or person may address the board on any matter of BATA concern during public comment. Comments will be limited to 5 minutes, and a 1-minute warning will be given when needed. Any public comment that becomes disruptive, unduly repetitive, or impedes the orderly progress of the meeting may be terminated by the preceding officer. Once you have completed your public comment, the board may ask any clarifying questions. If needed, you will be assigned a member of BATA staff to follow up directly on any open concerns.
Okay, do we have any public comment?
Hello, Rob Henschel, Grand Traverse County Commissioner, speaking on my own behalf. I just want to thank you all for your service first. I love that you have your mission right there on the wall, made to deliver safe, high quality, efficient, and reliable transportation services in this region that link people, jobs, and community. And that is a wonderful mission, an important mission in our community. And I thank you all for pursuing that mission. Again, personal perspective, I don't speak on behalf of the board or commission other than myself. As we know, boards and commissions speak with a unified voice by promoting their views. But personally, I see the conflict that's happened between Grand Traverse County and BATA as a distraction from that mission. I think as you discussed today, you'll find Judge Hamlin has made it pretty clear that he doesn't see a problem with appointing a county commissioner in a citizen role. All 83 counties in the state of Michigan have this practice in one form or another. There's many types of boards and commissions. In his opinion, he was very clear that the case did not have merit, was not likely to succeed, and that was involved in his ruling. His transcript is available. I'm going to order it delivered to our county commissioners so they can also see what the judge felt. I'd really just like to see us all get back focused on our missions. You on your mission, that's right there on the wall, and us on doing all the jobs we do, such as appointing the best people we think we can appoint to positions. So there's zero animosity on my part. I just really like this all to start moving in the right direction for the best of the citizens and put an end to wasting taxpayer resources. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any other? We move on to item number 5, approval of the agenda, declaration of conflict of interest.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, move forward. New business? Doug?
Yeah, consideration of engaging the Miller Johnson attorneys to represent BATA in the pending litigation and as future general counsel. I did explain in my email to the board last week that the improper citation in our attorney's motion as identified by Judge Hamlin, is not the, type of work that I think we can accept. Especially as a public sector agency using taxpayer dollars, I think it's very important that we have an attorney who is very careful in their work and doesn't, make those kind of errors. And I've been concerned for, some time with our attorney's lack of responsiveness, and I've discussed that, on different occasions, and I think for both of those reasons, it's in Beta's best interest to go forward with new legal counsel.
Has there been RFPs sent out on this?
No.
And if we look at his hourly rates here for that firm, it's anywhere from $250 to $780 an hour. And this gentleman's working on it, his current rate is $435, but he stated offer a 15% discount, $370 per hour, but these are big numbers, and I really think that would be our responsibility to offer an RFP on that.
We're not required to go up with it, just FYI. Not that it's not a great idea, it's just that we have timelines in place with the litigation that an RFP process would greatly slow that down. I will also just share with the board that this particular attorney and the Miller Johnson Law Firm were recommended to us by the chair of the Urban Operators Committee, the director of the County Food Transit System, who works with them and gave us attorney a good recommendation.
Chair.
Wayne?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman. In doing this, you cited obviously the court case and that, but I know that also that there have been other problems in the past. You cited just now responsiveness, other things that
Well,
I
think the fact that we are where we are with Grand Traverse County, we spent 6 months negotiating an agreement that ultimately does not reflect the intentions of the negotiation. They used 2 different attorneys in that effort, and there's loophole language that does not reflect the intention of the negotiation. I think Beta needs better legal representation to ensure that its intentions are represented accurately. And then.
is that on all, man, is that on all fronts, whether it's, I mean, just in addition to just working the situation with Grand Traverse County itself, but all the other aspects?
Yeah.
Have they, has the previous attorney not been fast enough just
Yeah.
in our day-to-day
In our
operations?
day-to-day.
Just, okay.
Whether it's.
That's,
for
okay,
clarity.
because it's one thing, I mean, with our obviously situation with Grand Traverse County, but it's another that if, let's just say with Grand Traverse County, that was the cherry on top, so to speak.
Exactly.
Just the day-to-day has not been, okay, that's what I, that's the most important thing. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I have no issue with changing attorneys. What I would like to do is tie this to dropping the lawsuit against Grand Traverse County, because I don't think that that is in the taxpayers' best interest to pursue that based on that rule. And I'll more than willing to make a motion to change attorneys, but I'm also going to include dropping the lawsuit. So that's where I stand. And I'll make a formal motion if you're ready for it.
No,
If
you
not,
can
that's fine.
make that motion, but the motion that we're going to present here is this motion. And if you want to come back with a backup motion, we're not going to alter this motion here.
You want to ask for that motion, Marie?
Yeah, can we get a motion on?
Do we have a motion on the floor, Mr.
No.
Chairman?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay, I
We
just
need-
wanted
we
to
need
check.
get one.
Okay,
I'll make the motion. So it is the Beta Board of Directors authorizes Kelly Dunham to execute the engagement letter with attorney Richard O. Cherry from Miller Johnson Attorneys as presented.
Second.
I'll second that. Kelly, you had made comment that in regards to the suit with Grand Traverse County, that this is the second attorney, the current attorney is the second group of legal folks that we used. Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I thought we were done.
No, I know, I'm pausing. I'm trying to choose my words carefully. just to be as the new beta board member, I think it's very important that we have appropriate legal counsel. I've been in, child court a couple of times. It was not very fun. And I've been there where they're not responsive and they've not been the best that you could have. But I also think that, quite honestly, we've been through 2 legal teams. Where we're at with Grand Traverse County is not anywhere different than we were a year ago. And I think it's kind of spending good money after bad if that's the main goal, to hurry up because we're in a time crunch to get a new attorney so we can continue a lawsuit in Grand Traverse County over who has rights over what, or the spirit of agreement, which quite frankly, I don't see. That's neither here nor there, what I see and what I don't see. I'm down for changing attorneys. I think we should get in the best interest of the tax dollars that we spend, because all the dollars we spend here are tax dollars that we probably, even though we're not required to, $780 is quite a lot of money. And I don't know this person very well, but the history of our record or our history of how we employed legal folks hasn't been very good. So for 2 for 2, we're not very happy with what we've gotten. So maybe we should be look a little harder when people make a rush decision. It's been my experience that rush decisions are usually bad ones.
Well, I'll just for clarity, so this attorney's rate is $370, and 780. 780 is the firm highest for the different. This is also not a rush decision. I've had this attorney's contact information for several months based on the fact that I had concerns about our legal counsel, and namely his responsiveness. This is also not as a matter of continuing the litigation against Grand Traverse County as much as it is about reviewing options and determining the path forward. It up to and including dismissal of the case. It's not to, I mean, ultimately, I think that what needs to happen next is the legal counsel needs to confer with the board in a closed session regarding the next steps of that lawsuit. That would be what I would recommend.
Well, I don't have a problem switching attorneys, and I know we're not required to go out for RFPs, but I would much rather see an RFP process on this to give us some options and everything, to the background of the RFPs.
We can switch going forward.
I have a hard time supporting this with the pending if we're gonna move forward with legislation against Grand Traverse County, which I believe will not be successful. And if it's just, the timing of this is very interesting to me. If it was a regular meeting, it would be different, but this is a special meeting right after Beta Board, in my perception, received a loss from the court. And I'm just not sure that this is the best interest for the taxpayers at this juncture. No problem changing attorneys. It's an interesting timing as to asking to change the attorney right now.
A good point, by director, commissioner, whatever we call it. Joe Underwood. I don't know, are we directors? Well, I don't know what our exact title is on the chair. The Beta Board of Directors, I guess. Director Underwood. My question though is that I understand what you're saying. The question I have though is, regardless of whether or not we should drop the suit, and as I said, I understand what you're saying. If our previous legal counsel didn't do a good job in prepping the case, whether we won or lost, should we not have better counsel just to say, in the case of, oh, this guy really didn't do a good job, or you are not going to win this one. Here's why you're not going to win. Because the previous guy, obviously, from what I know of how things went, wasn't as prepared as he should have been. And so new legal counsel could tell us in a closed session saying, yeah, no, Director Underwood, you are right. We should not pursue this anymore. A, B, and C, why? As opposed to just flailing around And, that's why I'm going to be voting in favor of a motion. If there is a motion,
Totally
right?
agree with your thought on that. You gotta respect management's done the due diligence to determine Mr. Cherry is the right person for this position. He's got the right credentials. I personally know that plan. And, I don't see any issue with making this decision and then reevaluating the position.
Right.
We got some bad advice. Let's sit back. Let's get somebody that's qualified and they say, hey, this is the direction you should go in, then we'll go that direction. So, I totally agree with you. What do you think?
Mr. Chair, so this firm is gonna be for all legal, general counsel, okay.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. We have a second. We need to go to a vote. Should do a roll call on this, Tracy, please?
Johnson Avila,
Yes.
Wayne Schmidt,
Yes.
Jamie Kramer,
Yes.
Joe Underwood,
No.
Scott Secret,
I'm gonna vote yes.
and Brad Jewett.
No.
Its motion's approved.
Can I make a motion? What's that, Andre?
Sure.
I'd like to make a motion that the Board of Directors of BATA drops their lawsuit against Grand Traverse County over appointments to the board.
Support.
For discussion.
Is there any discussion on that? Right?
Um, I understand. The tough part is until we get further legal advice, I would want to hear what the new counsel says, but I mean, I kind of get where you're headed and what thinking, but the final thing, new legal counsel would be my opinion to hear what they have to say. If nothing else, just to fine tune the agreement, if not the spirit.
Call for a vote?
Johnson Avila,
No.
Wayne Schmidt,
No.
Jamie Kramer,
No.
Joe Underwood,
Yes.
Scott Secret,
Yes.
and Brad Jewett.
Yes.
What was that? 3-3?
2-3.
Second public comment? Any public comment? None? Okay. Open floor for directors, comments?
Just glad to finally make it here.